All right, we're doing a collected edition comic book haul. Got some things in the last couple weeks, and I wanted to show them off. We also have some of the things sent to us from DSTLRY, Image. So yeah, shout out to DSTLRY and Image for the hookups. But yeah, let's get into the haul. First up, we've got, this is from Image Comics. We got the Revival Compendium. Tim Seeley, Mike Norton. This is the entire Revival story, issues number 1 through 47, dude. So the entire thing all in this one compendium. For those that don't know, this is going to end up being a show at some point this year through the Sci-Fi channel. So yeah, checking out Revival before the show comes out. That should be pretty cool. Shout out to Image Comics for sending this my way. Next up from DSTLRY, we've got Somna. Excellent DSTLRY series here. Becky Cloonan, Tula Latez. Awesome series in this hardcover format. Really like this DSTLRY hardcover. Really cool stuff. The entire series, issues number 1 through 3. Somna is still one of my favorite series out of DSTLRY. It's probably like top 2 right after like Spectrograph or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys DSTLRY for sending this my way. Somna. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this series before, let me know in the comments. I can do a little recommendation for Somna. We also have the Batman Who Laughs Deluxe Edition. So you guys are seeing there at the top, Ed Brubaker, Doug Mahnke, Sean Phillips. Had to pick this up, man. Yoo-Hoo's comic review. If you're watching this, buddy, I got this based on, I think it was your recommendation, right? So I saw you get this in a haul. Got a little jealous, dude. Had to pick up my own Batman Who Laughs Deluxe Edition. You guys know I really like the Deluxe Edition format. DC Comics always kills it with those. And also, by the way, we're going to be going over the art, flipping through a little bit of the art in a second there once I go over everything in the haul. And the last thing, guys, we've got an omnibus. It's The Question by Denny O'Neil and Dennis Cohen omnibus. Volume number 1, I guess, right? Yeah, technically volume number 1. I'm super excited about this, dude. You know, The Question is one of those characters that I just know I'm gonna love once I start reading stuff from them. Obviously, Renee Montoya as The Question, very familiar with her. But the OG Question, have not read any of this material before. Really excited about reading this late 80s series. The Question is gonna be one of those characters for me, man. Really excited about it. This will probably be something I read in like the next 1 or 2 months, man. I've been really anticipating getting this omnibus in. But let's take a look at some of the art for some of these pickups. Let's start with that thing that Image Comics sent me, the Revival Compendium. All right, so we got the Revival Compendium. If you guys are seeing here, I believe this cover is done by, I mean, just based on the Jenny Frison. I was gonna say, it looks like Jenny Frison, right? So I guess Revival as a story, it's about, I don't know, maybe this town where, I don't know, like people come back to life, I guess. I don't know if that's kind of, if I'm off the mark there, let me know. But I believe that's what the story is about. So that's Revival. We got some artwork from Mike Norton. As I'm flipping through, you guys are seeing that. But yeah, I don't know too much about this Revival series. I'm you know, a pretty big fan of Tim Seeley. I think he's been killing it with his latest couple series. Been doing some good stuff out of Image Comics and maybe Boom, I forget. But yeah, so Tim Seeley is killing it with Revival. Everybody says it's a pretty good series. Soon to be a show, like I was saying, so we'll be reading that at some point. I'll flip through the Somna hardcover while we got it. So Somna, one of my favorite DSTLRY series of all time. You guys are going to be seeing some incredible artwork. So that's Becky Cloonan, but then Tula Latez also does the art. They kind of switch back and forth. So kind of like a merging of these two very different art styles. Very adult read. Do not read this to your kid, I guess. That would be kind of inappropriate. Very, very adult read if you guys catch my drift. But yeah, definitely want to pick up more of these DSTLRY hardcovers. I think they're pretty sick. So yeah, shout out DSTLRY for sending this my way. Next up, Batman the Man Who Laughs hardcover Deluxe Edition. I'm really excited about this, dude. You know, Ed Brubaker, you guys know, big fan of Ed Brubaker, trying to read more of his stuff. And yeah, dude, just some excellent stuff. You got some Sean Phillips stuff in there. Let's see. Flipping back, we get some Doug Mahnke stuff. Like, that's definitely Doug Mahnke. You can tell that's his style. So yeah, man, really excited about this. Haven't heard too much of you know, about what the story contains, I guess. But it's just a you know, Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips joint that I had to add to the collection. So really cool stuff there. Batman, The Man Who Laughs, Deluxe Edition. I guess I can do this too. People like seeing this. That's kind of boring. So I thought there'd be something cool underneath the slipcover, but it really just is that DC logo, slightly embossed. Batman, The Man Who Laughs, Deluxe Edition. Next up, dude, last but not least, let's take a look at that Question Omnibus, man. So I already got this thing stretched out. Let's flip right to the middle. So yeah, man, just this excellent, you know, 80s kind of art style. Really detailed stuff. And yeah, dude, like I was saying, man, I haven't read any Question material, really. Maybe like a mini series here and there, but nothing like this. Nothing like the OG stuff, Denny O'Neil. Really excited about that. So yeah, gonna getting into this in the next couple months. You guys look forward to my thoughts on the Question Omnibus. But yeah, that's what we got for a comic book haul for the month of January. Thank you guys for watching this portion of the video. Next up, dude, let's talk about some of my DC pull list, and then we're gonna finish it off by talking about, I said 5, let's talk about 3 comic book writers that I really enjoy and give some recommendations as well. So yeah, let's get into it with that DC pull list.